78% of all suicides around the world are men. Why is this? Is it because we're told that feelings are unmasculine, or is it because everywhere you look, a woman is trying to demasculate a man in public? Now, I'm not trying to make one of those woman-hating videos, but it seems like every turn, everywhere you look on the internet, there's always a man trying to, pick up a girl. She whips out her phone, just like she did in this video, and she demasculates the shit out of him. I'm gonna show a quick little video that I think best shows a situation where a girl just, thinks she's 100% better than this guy.
I hear you. My number? For what? What? I can't hear you. Speak up. Does it look like you could get my number? Does it look like you could get my number? No. Who lied to you? Are you crazy? Thank you. Good night. Look.
Watching that video, my first thoughts were, this shit gotta be in New York. Other than that, I was just thinking, why is this girl being such a dick? This guy obviously has confidence issues. This guy obviously has, I don't know. He's obviously probably never even done that before. He just looks super uncomfortable doing it. But, he took the chance. He shot his shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And he decided to take one. He missed, but, had the decency to just say no. If the roles are reversed here, you know how much scrutiny the man is going through right there. He will not be allowed on the internet ever again for that video. There's another reason why men bear stress in this world, because money simply rules the world. Women want money, and it is kind of overwhelming for a man to, have it on his shoulders that he needs to make millions of dollars a year just to get the girl he wants. Now, I'm generalizing. Women, for the most part, don't really care if you're making millions, just enough to provide for you, her, maybe buy her a purse here and there. But it kind of puts weight on men's shoulders, and it kind of makes them believe they need to do more and they need to prove something to get the woman of their dreams. And what happens when that weight gets too heavy? All those emotions we're told to bottle up because we're men and we're masculine. What happens? What do men tend to become?
A mentally ill loner.
And or the usually super outgoing person nobody really knows anything about. Now, to contradict this whole video, I do believe men should be the provider, but I don't believe that we should act like this standard is not there and this standard isn't hurting the men in society. And a main problem with this standard is it's set to the point where you can never fully achieve the standard. You'll get rich, but money doesn't actually solve problems. You might get the girl you want, but you might find out that girl you wanted, you don't actually want her. You wasted your time. You're depressed, and you're lonely. Now, you've worked hard, or you haven't. You have money, or you don't. You're lonely, you're by yourself, and you don't know what to do. Well, 20% of the 78% of men self-medicate. Now, is this because of the demasculinization of men, or is it because men are scared to be providers, and men, maybe they're just scared that they won't be enough. They won't be able to provide enough in their relationship to where, the girl will leave him, find another person that's able to provide more, give her more purses, give her more all this. Or is it because they're simply just, scared that they aren't going to feel loved, or they genuinely don't feel loved? I feel like love on the internet is skewed. People think love is this, people think love is that. But what really is love? In my opinion, real love is when it's unconditional. Real love is where I don't have to have anything for you to love me. Conditional love is where, the guy provides something, and under her conditions, if she's getting what she wants, then she'll provide, what she wants to provide at the end of the day. And I feel like that's how relationships are nowadays. It's conditioned. You only are in a relationship whether you're able to give something to that partner, which, yeah, but I feel like unconditional love is what we really need. We need to be in relationships where you don't have to give that partner something for that person to love you. There's no reason for that person to love you, they just do. Now let's veer away from relationships. Let's go to friendships. And friendships, I feel like nowadays, they're also, you have something, they have something. Say that person has a car and you don't have a car. That person drives you around. You're their friend because they have a car and you want to go places. You see what I'm saying? You're not actually their friend. Maybe you can become friends, but say that person loses their car. How often are you going to see that person? Are you going to go out of your way to see that person? Probably not. Maybe text here and there on the phone, but how often are you going to go out of your way to, talk to that person? And things like this is what make people feel like they're not needed. The only way to really become true friends and have true relationships is by being vulnerable. And I feel like men are told we can't be vulnerable because with a woman, we'll just, be thrown out. Once we become vulnerable, they feel like they're better than us. They feel, like they don't have to respect us anymore. With friends, it's kind of hard to be vulnerable because you're scared to, maybe get picked on, maybe they laugh at you. But I feel like we just need to start being vulnerable as men. I feel like we need to start talking about more things. We need to be serious with people. All my true friends, I will be vulnerable with them. Any girl I've talking to, like seriously talking to, I've been vulnerable with them. I am not scared of that. I feel like it's really helped out my mental, and I feel like people should try it. Now I definitely went off topic here and there, but let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Why are suicide rates so much higher in men than it is women? And what do you think the reasons are for that? Like, how does it start? How can they prevent it? If you're watching this and you're depressed, just always remember there's always another girl. There's always other ways to make money. There's always other things to do without money. There's always a reason to live.